Hi there, my name is Anne Marie and I'm a nature educator with the Lower Columbia Estuary Partnership. The other day, educator Paige and I took a nature walk around Vancouver Lake Park. We want to invite you to come along on a virtual field trip with us. Keep your eyes open, you'll see some pretty cool stuff.
We want to begin our field trip with a land acknowledgement, which is a statement that recognizes and respects Indigenous peoples as traditional stewards of the land. The Estuary Partnership would like to acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral homelands of the Cowlitz, Klickitat, and several different bands of Chinook-speaking Indians that rely on the Columbia River and other local waterways as vital resources. We express our deepest respect and gratitude for our Indigenous neighbors for their enduring care and protection of our shared lands and waterways. Vancouver Lake is part of the large Columbia River floodplain that provides a wide variety of habitat for both plants and animals. The lake is surrounded by many impervious surfaces such as roads, buildings, and car windshields. Stormwater runoff can carry pollutants into the lake during heavy rainfall. How do you think this impacts the animals that depend on a healthy watershed to survive? As we looked for signs of animals while walking the trail, we were mindful to keep a safe distance of at least 6 feet from others. The diversity in plant and animal species at the park allow for many fun opportunities to connect with nature. Evidence of beaver presence can be found in this chewed-up willow tree. This one is even as tall as Anne Marie. Now how could a beaver have gotten all the way up there? While walking the trail, we saw tons of animal signs, some easier to spot than others. What do you think is happening here, as this tree swallow is swooping down on this woodpecker? We also came across a trail that looks like it was made by wildlife. What kind of animal do you think made these tracks? Because we won't always see the wildlife, it's important to use the clues around us to help identify what animals we share our environment with. Speaking of sharing our environment, we spotted a few pollinators visiting the flowers of this native Nootka rose bush. The leaves and fruit are an important food source for herbivores, while the dense thickets of this shrub provide nesting and escape habitat for songbirds. We came across lots of cool plants on the trail. Using the Seek app by iNaturalist, I was able to learn more about these mystery plants. I was even able to identify species native to the Pacific Northwest.
Native plants lead to a biodiverse and healthy ecosystem. Take a look at this red osier dogwood. It provides food and shelter to animals like birds, chipmunks, and squirrels. Another type of plant that grows here are weedy-introduced plants, also known as invasive plants. Without their natural predators present, weedy-introduced plants are really good at growing and taking over, making it really hard for other plant species to grow. We see these growing both on the land and in the water. An invasive plant that can be found in the lake is Eurasian Watermilfoil. It forms dense mats that shade out other aquatic plants, degrades water quality, inhibits water flow, and impacts recreational activities. It currently infests 27% of Vancouver Lake.
The Estuary Partnership, along with local students and community members, removed blackberry last spring to help protect the native plants at Vancouver Lake. Other ways we can work to keep our watershed healthy are by planting native plants, picking up pet waste, and reducing single-use plastics.